Hey, what's up? My name is Andy, and today we're going to talk about how to set up 2020 so you can get the right start and actually get stuff done that you want to accomplish in the new year. Hey, as I said, my name is Andy, and this is a YouTube for Charity video where all the proceeds from this video, once monetized, will be donated to charity. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and also share. Find something on this channel you think would help someone else and give it a share and send some good news their way today. So those of you who've been watching me for a while know that for last year and a half, I have been a Best Self Journal ambassador for the Best Self Co. Now, what that means is I daily use the Self Journal, test out new products, do some product reviews, and then I've made a couple of fun videos along the way here and there, and basically promote the product, but actually use it. And I've been using this since 2016 when my friend Miguel first gave me my first one. That was September of 2016, and I've used it every quarter since then. So I've just finished 3 years and a quarter of using the Self Journal, and it's really helped me in a lot of ways. But today what I'm going to talk to you about is the top 3 things to do if you've just got your first Self Journal. So here we go. All right, number 1, the first thing is get yourself organized. Now, this may sound like it has nothing to do with your Self Journal and what you're planning, but it actually has everything to do with it. The fact is that at the end of every year, we like to declutter our lives, or maybe some of us don't like to, but we have to do it. And one of the things that's worked best for me in planning for a new year is just resituating myself. Sometimes that means going through my desk at home, my operating space, my workspace at my office, my desk at work, my physical space, because I want everything in my life to promote the objectives and the goals that I'm trying to achieve, and a lot of things can be impediments of that, even if they're just standing in our way. So whether it's a cluttered desk, a messy drawer, it could be your room is disorganized, the place you work at your home office needs to be refreshed or organized. Put time and effort into cleaning up and making the place you're gonna do your work and your effort, making it contribute towards the outcomes you're looking to the outcomes you're hoping to meet and the goals that you have. So number 1, the first thing is you've got to get organized. Okay, the second thing is write down what it is you're trying to achieve. Those of you who have bought the Self Journal, you're gonna be going through this for the first time probably, and you're gonna be like, wow, there's just a lot of stuff I gotta write down. Well, yeah, it's because writing things down has proven to be an effective strategy to actually carrying out, executing, measuring, and then responding to the types of things that need to be done on a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis, which will march you from where you're at on towards the goal you're looking to achieve. So in the Self Journal, you're gonna see that there's overall goals, there's weekly goals, and there's like daily tasks. So we're gonna break all that down, but in general, the big theme here is that you need to write down and physically commit to do the things that need to be done. Now, I know this may sound oversimplified, but a lot of times when we do goal setting or we do objective tracking, we're measuring a result or an outcome, where this process is actually going to put you into the practice of doing the effort and the work and the task and the thing that needs to be done in order to generate the outcome you're hoping to have. So writing something down may sound super elementary, but it's very, very powerful. And what I've found is that as I write more things down, like a whole year's worth of things, and I've done this for now 3 years plus a quarter, I have so many days and weeks and months to go back and look at things I did right, things I did wrong, things I did that I now know I could probably do differently, more efficiently, more effectively. And honestly, there's also a list of things that you can stop doing. So writing things down is critical because you don't need to expect your mind to remember everything. You might think you can, and you should remember it because, oh, it's important. But if I give you 1,000 things that are important, you're still not gonna remember 1,000 of them. And so what you should do is when writing things down, you should give yourself like a break, that you're not gonna remember everything, you don't have to remember everything, and writing it down actually helps you keep it in a place that you can go back to later. And what I found is that I go back to it and sometimes I have a different attitude, and mostly a better attitude than when I wrote something down. Or also I've forgotten things that were little wins or lessons along the way that were super helpful to me when at the moment in time when I was trying to make progress and march towards a goal. So the first thing is to get organized, and the second thing is to write it down. Now the third thing is going to take some discipline, and it's going to take some discipline because those of you who are new to this process have not yet fell into the habit of this, and that is touch that book every single day. grab that book and take it with you everywhere you go, whether it's to school, it's to work, it's to appointments and meetings, it's just to your home office, from your bedroom, from the kitchen to wherever. Take it with you and use it. Open up the book and give yourself time to follow the process and actually execute on the things that you set up in the book. And here, again, I feel like this is being over elementary, but the truth is that when you practice it daily and you put the time in and the effort, it does get easier to do, but you're gonna actually make more refinements, and it's gonna be way more valuable to you in the long run by putting the work into it. And you're likely to reach or exceed your goals as scheduled because you're spending the actual time daily, weekly, and monthly inside the habits and activities that cause you to achieve the results you want. So simply put, take that book with you everywhere. I mean, look, if you've already spent the money to buy it, you've already spent the time to organize yourself, you've already written in it all the goals, then the weekly objectives and the milestones you need to hit, you've already scheduled out your blocked appointments, you've already written into it what your goals are. I mean, you've already dated this thing. You've put a lot of time and some money into making this thing successful for you, and it's kind of sad if you don't just get up and do it. So I want you to really use that as an assessment and a self-evaluation of how committed you are to what your goals are that you've organized yourself to support, and then what you've written down to do is, if you don't touch this book every single day, you got to really take that as a reflection of that's what you are. That's who you are. That's the score. That's the record, is I don't use this thing every day. Well, then I don't know what to tell you other than just start wherever you're at now. I don't care if you missed 1 day, 2 days, or 10 days. Just pick it back up and start where you left off so you can regain some of your speed and some of your momentum. Those of you who are using your self-journal for the first time, literally just chain it to you and take it with you everywhere you go. You're gonna find yourself getting to the habit of writing things down, writing things that you need to remember, and then as you experience wins and things you're thankful for, you're gonna write them down. That was also a place for lessons. You're gonna be able to write down something you learned that maybe just helped you in that instance of whatever situation you were in, but also maybe just overall in life, something super big. And then again, it keeps your schedule in front of you, and it keeps your top targets for the day in front of you. And it's so easy to be distracted today with social media and multiple ways to be reached, and lots of different expectations of us as professionals, and also people and parents if you're a parent, and a spouse if you're a spouse, coworker if you work on a team. And there's so many distractions that are coming at us that having that in front of you is really going to be helpful for you to pursue the daily actions that need to be taken in order to achieve the result that you want. So those are the 3 things that are going to help you get 2020 off to a great start using your self-journal. Number 1, get organized. Number 2, write it down. Number 3, touch that book every single day. Take it with you everywhere you go. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. And if you want to stay around for the end of this video, I'm going to go through what a typical day and a typical week looks like for me in setting up my journal. Thanks for watching.